to segueing on into our Q&A because Daniel Barba actually has a good one here. So, and this is in regards to kind of what we just talked about in Doctor Strange and everything, that's going on with the Inhumans. And he says, do you think War of Kings is a possibility with the Inhumans being recognized in the MCU if they introduce the Inhumans into the main MCU universe? Now, it's been a while since I've read War of Kings. It was like late 2000, maybe 2007 or 8.
What is it? War and Realm of Kings? They're all part of that like DNA, Annihilation, Conquest, Thanos Imperative run.
Yes.
I can't remember which one comes first. I think it was Realm of Kings that came first. I honestly can't remember. I can't distinguish them in my head.
Same.
It's been that long.
It's been that long, exactly.
Just like I know it's the Inhumans in there in space, and there's like the Shi'ar and stuff.
Yep.
I can't. Not the Shi'ar. Was it the Kree? It was one. It was one. It's probably all of them. To be fair.
There was a lot of them.
Yeah, I really can't remember. I'd love to see it.
Same. I mean,
I won't get excited until the Inhumans are actually in here properly.
And that's kind of the thing, I kind of want to talk about here with them. Like I said this on Jared's podcast and everything. They did not have to at all. Nobody could have been like, hey, we have to put Black Bolt of the Inhumans in there and show his powers and stuff. Feige chose to do that and say do it and bring back the same actor. I do legit believe, because Feige's talked about it before, in old interviews where he praised the Inhumans because he likes that concept. I do think that there's something here they're going to eventually try to do more with it, but it got screwed up so bad by Marvel TV and what Ike Perlmutter and everybody was doing that it just got tarnished and the concept was blown right out the gate. So it's like, what do you do? It's I do think they're going to.
I honestly think they wait until like Fantastic Four 2.
Yes. Yep.
And introduce them in that because they're so integral to those characters in the early days. Just go with it. Just do it.
And that's the thing. Like, you could even easily explain it with the whole multiversal thing. I mean, the Inhumans literally have Eldrak. Like, he's right there. Like, you want to talk about teleportation in the multiverse? That you got a talking door with a mouth that can teleport you anywhere. Like, it's an insane concept, but he exists. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a buffer, Eldrak, isn't it?
Well,
Isn't he only like a sling ring portal where he goes to your timeline or reality?
I remember them playing with multiple timelines as well, but I can't remember what issue. It was in the last decade when they were like pushing Inhumans everywhere. But I don't remember if there was a special buff to them or not. I'll have to reread it.
So in fairness, you can like turn it up to 11 and be like, oh yeah, it's a multiverse, not a multiversal door, like a dimensional door.
It puts them in Eldrak is buried under the rocks of the moon, but he puts them into a pocket dimension. There you go. That's how they're hidden.
Because the thing is, with Doctor Strange, they make an interesting plot point. Because they say that the Illuminati say to Strange, the bigger the footprint you make and like impact you make in reality that's not yours, the greater the risk of the incursion. So you can't just bring over multiversal characters. It's not going to work like that.
Yep.
I missed that one. So if we have the Inhumans from a different or mutants from a different multiverse, in fairness, it pushes the Secret War story forward. But it's just going to destroy everything.
That interests me because it's like, you can have like a couple people dimension hopping, but once you start getting hundreds and thousands of people, that's when the incursions start to increase in influx, and you start seeing entire universes. Either universes or universe explode in a blaze of glory. So.
And I mean, people are kind of forgetting and they're looking over it because people aren't thinking about it. But if you want to see what an incursion could actually look like, just look at Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, look at all those villains that were about to attack all the Spideys. And sure, that's because of the spell, but that's a version of an incursion. That's like just all starts to rain in.
Yeah, for if people haven't like read the comics, you saw that in No Way Home where it's just people. Imagine that happening where there's a tear, but it's a counter Earth coming to
it's the entire planet.
The only thing to stop it is to destroy the planet.
Or cross your fingers that you just safely pass through each other. Just like, no. I think that happened like once. Like the first incursion was just pure luck.
Well, we got more Q&A here. This one comes from our buddy Marvin, Envious Cosplay. And he says, what do you guys think the plot for Loki Season 2 could be, especially with Kang being involved? So, I've actually seen a lot of people ask us to talk about this over the last couple of weeks. This just perfectly lines up now with post Doctor Strange, so we could get into this. Quite obviously, looking at this whole scenario we got with Kang being in multiple projects, having his presence slowly start to be felt, and Easter eggs here or there. I mean, the Kang we're going to see in Loki seems to be lining up to premiere right around the time that Ant-Man is already going to be out of the way, so there's going to be some of that crossover. This is going to be one of those like Doctor Strange and WandaVision. I do hope that it's standard comic Kang, where it's Kang literally foiling his own plans because he's too stupid and too smart, so he put in countermeasures to himself. Like, I would like to see that insanity. Just being like, I thought I could outwit this version of me, but no, he was already ahead of me because the other version was ahead of me. It's like, yeah, that's Kang.
Me, I've been foiled by me again.
Exactly.
I think Kang should have a bodyguard squad, and you should have that be the Squadron Supreme.
Ooh, yeah. They should get back to that. Yep.
Because weren't they supposed to be in the original one?
That was the, that's what we were hearing about.
Yeah, or there's been something about them recently. It's like, no, do the Squadron properly. Yeah. But apart from that, the way Loki Season 1 ended, I kind of get the impression Season 2 is not going to be much different.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of have a style. I do hope that they change it around a little bit because, like, we know who the villain is now, so it's not like wait till the end of who done it. So maybe this can kind of change the structure and everything, which that's kind of my hope. But I guess we'll.
Because I suppose it could be quite similar to Volumes 3 for Guardians, where they're trying to find Gamora.
Yeah, honestly.
And so he's now trying to find Sylvie. Like.
Yeah. Huh. I could see that parallel playing out too, which honestly would make sense. And like, what's she done and what is she doing? So I'm also expecting they're probably going to put a little more cameos into Season 2. That's kind of my expectation. But
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah,
because now they know it's a success.
When's this filming? When does Season 2 start?
Couple weeks. So.
Oh wow, is that soon?
Yeah.
I suppose it's out next year, isn't it? Yeah, it's got to be quick. Yeah.
So. I guess we'll find out soon, but definitely more Kang involved, probably multiple Kangs. That's kind of how we're looking at this. Hey, speaking of lineups, though, that's a good segue, Mitch, to our next Q&A. This one comes from William Hannafan, and he's saying, due to the empty chair in Doctor Strange 2, could that possibly be occupied by Hank Pym, who possibly created the Ultron Sentry after defeating Ultron in the 838 universe? Now, I believe that was the one. He says he thinks that's the correct universe they mentioned as well.
Yes,
838.
Yeah.
Okay, so it could be anybody, right? That created that Ultron's there, like.
yeah. It could be. It could be. I mean, in that universe, Hank Pym could have not went evil and found a way to not make Ultron evil as well.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like.
But what's the empty chair? Because I don't remember seeing the empty chair.
So there's definitely. I believe that there was an empty chair at the end, right? Or am I? Because people.
That was just Mordo's, wasn't it? Because he was standing up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Because other people were talking about it as well. They're like, "Who's the empty chair for?" I was like, in my mind, I thought that was Mordo, but some people believe maybe it wasn't and was just a missing member that wasn't there at the time, and Mordo's just like the sorcerer.
Yeah, I assumed it was Mordo because he became the Sorcerer Supreme, and
right. Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking.
Because how many chairs were there?
I mean, there was enough for the proper Illuminati members, right? So
yeah. So then one's not. One's got no one sitting in it, but there's Mordo standing up, walking around.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm, I guess, seeing as well. And honestly,
but hypothetically, if there is a missing chair, then it'll be Tom Cruise's superior Iron Man. I will never
brought
let
up
that
this.
go. He
I brought up
absolutely
the scene,
made
and
those
it
Ultron
looks like
robots.
there's 6 to 7 chairs.
So you got Reed, Captain Marvel, Black Bolt, Captain Carter, Mordo, Charles.
Charles has his own seat, so
Yeah. Okay. Well, I suppose. I mean, they could take it any other way. They could literally be like, also, you don't have to have a chair to be in the Illuminati. You could just not care, but still be a part. So
that one's for visitors.
exactly. So could handle it that way as well. But yeah. So I guess we'll see what they're gonna end up doing. I mean, if they ever get back to this universe, which probably a chance.
I mean, they're all dead now.
Yeah. Let's see some of the other people that end up in that universe and who might have taken over and what happens next. Which realistically, Doctor Strange 3, they could come back to that place. So
it's true. I mean, that could be the incursion that Clea is talking about.
True. That's true.
Like incursion just could just be really slow in that universe, and we find out.
Exactly. Yep. So we'll talk more about that, I guess, when we find out more details and we talk about Doctor Strange 3 in 7.5 years from now. Woohoo!
I hope not.
Same.
Let's not do that again, please.
Well, there